Oh, Michael's always the life of the party.
There's not one specific word to explain our dad, but you meet him once and you don't have to explain.
He's magnetic. Everybody wants to be around Michael.
Every 35 seconds, someone has a heart attack. When Mike Talbert had his serious heart problem, his life changed in an instant. So did the lives of everyone around him. Millions of people are unaware of the risk factors of a heart attack and stroke. Are you one of them? Mike's story can help you find out and show you how to get free information to learn how to help protect your heart.
When I first heard about Michael's heart attack, I, of course, was in shock. It was just one of those moments that you say, no, this isn't real.
You know, this is not what's supposed to happen. You know, we're all supposed to live nice lives and have a lot of fun and do what we like to do. You know, you're not supposed to have a heart attack.
I hung up the phone and it was just kind of like, wow. And I didn't really, you know, I heard it, but I wasn't really sure.
Dr. Cedarholm had just said, you know, that it was a time bomb, and then you realize this could have been horrible.
What happened to Mike Talbert could happen to anyone. He was in pretty good shape. But like millions, he was at risk and didn't know it. That's why it's important to know your risk factors for a heart attack and stroke.
It is very important to educate yourself about how to keep your heart healthy.
Learn how to help protect your heart with this free information kit. Visit yourheartinfo.com or call 1-866-246-0400. You'll learn how cholesterol can turn a healthy artery into a clogged artery, and that diet and exercise alone may not lower your cholesterol enough. There's a discussion guide to help you have more productive conversations with your doctor, and special tools like a risk assessor to help you determine your chances of developing heart trouble. Are you doing enough to protect your heart? Find out with your free My Heart Now information kit.
I think that what's happened with Mike has touched every single human being in his life.
It was a real wake-up call. I mean, first it scared you, and it also draws you closer together.
The unfortunate thing that happened during that time frame was Courtney was graduating from college, and I missed the whole ordeal.
So Mom called Dad in the hospital room and held out the phone so he could hear when they called her name.
Mom's like holding up the phone going, "It's Dad, it's Dad." I think the thing that he said to me that I'll never forget is that he was like, you know, I wasn't there for your graduation, but I will be here to walk you down the aisle.
It absolutely put the fear of God in me to know that a human being can walk around and look just fine, and then all of a sudden, one day, snap, something can happen to you.
I think it makes everybody sit up and think about their own self, you know, and that this could be me.
I feel like Michael was given a second chance, but I think being this close to him, I think we've all been given a second chance because we know what to do now. The information's out there, and we just need to take heed.
I guess that's the big thing with Michael's heart attack. It forced us to reevaluate our lifestyles.
I think just when one of your peers goes through what Michael went through, it's just male or female, you realize, you know, it could happen to me too.
Right now, the #1 threat to women is heart disease.
Women, they think it's a men's disease, but it's not.
At your expense, I got to learn a whole lot.
At my expense. You could appear to be very healthy and have a cholesterol problem. So I think people need to spend time researching and looking into it, educating themselves.
What happened to you is horrible, but it basically opened my eyes to a completely different set of information I had no clue about.
Try to stay informed as much as possible. That's a very important key of beating this disease is information.
It is never too late to try to modify your risk factors. Even if you already have heart trouble, it is never too late. People that modify their risk factors clearly do far better than those that continue to ignore this problem.
I don't know all the risks involved in heart disease. I'd love to know everything there is to know about it.
Unfortunately, with patients that are at risk for heart disease, a lot of them don't know that they're at risk, and I actually will have to sit there and point them out and say, you know, you have 4 or 5 risk factors here.
It's not just the fact that you have to lose weight or that you have to eat right.
I don't know a lot about the risk factors. I just know high blood pressure goes hand in hand a lot of times with cholesterol.
You read so much about high cholesterol, but I think it's very confusing. I think the HDL and the LDL.
I've learned that the cholesterol, that 80% comes from your body, and I did not know that. I really thought you could just control it with your eating and losing weight and dieting.
I had absolutely no clue that there was a piece of literature just like this out there. I had no clue.
I definitely think this information would help me to know what to ask and what, you know, you go in there and you don't know what the questions are to ask the doctor.
This is a fantastic piece of literature, y'all. Can I keep it?
When you think about the heart, it's a miraculous instrument. You've got one heart, you've got one opportunity. Take care of it.
If you got to take care of your heart. If you don't take care of your heart, it's going to let you down.
You only got one muscle. You got to take care of that one. Not the one up here. The one here.
I'm Mike's doctor, Dr. Cederholm. Many people are walking around with heart disease and absolutely have no idea that they have heart trouble whatsoever. These people sometimes are found literally riddled with blockage. Cholesterol can take a nice healthy artery and deposit a fatty substance called plaque. This plaque could cause the artery to block off. People need to be aware of some of the factors that put them at greater risk for having a heart attack or stroke.
One way to learn how to help protect your heart is by getting the facts. Call for your free My Heart Now information kit. You'll learn that most cholesterol is made by your body. Only 20% comes from the food you eat. How some of it is good and some of it is bad, and why diet and exercise alone may not lower your cholesterol enough. You'll also get information on risk factors you should be aware of, like family history and high blood pressure, and how they can dramatically increase your chances of developing a heart attack or a stroke, all in clear and simple language that will make it easier to talk to your doctor. Did you know that more than 60 million Americans have high blood pressure? And almost 1 in 3 are unaware of the condition, or that over 1 million new cases of diabetes are diagnosed every year. The more risk factors you have, the more you're in danger of developing a heart attack or a stroke. But there is something you can do.
I cannot overemphasize the need to educate yourself regarding what it takes to keep your heart healthy.
There's an easy-to-use risk assessor to help determine your chances of developing heart disease. You'll see how simple changes can make a difference in improving your heart health. And you'll learn about a proven prescription treatment that can help reduce your risk. As remarkable as your heart is, why take chances? See if you're doing all you can to help lower your risk. Visit yourheartinfo.com or call 1-866-246-0400 to get your free kit.
This information's been very helpful to me.
But I will take this information home about heart disease and risk factor and try to show it to everyone that's close to me, and hopefully that they will show it to anyone that's close to them.
It is never too late to try to modify your risk factors. Even if you already have heart trouble, it is never too late.
Learn how to help protect your heart with this important information kit. It's yours free. Just visit yourheartinfo.com or call 1-866-246-0400 and learn what you can do to help reduce your risk for a heart attack and stroke.